let's dive into what place theatre occupies in Indian pop culture. Is it still viewed as a stepping stone for the film industry, or do you think it's established itself as a behemoth in its own right? In America, for example, many Hollywood mainstream blockbuster actors, they look forward to a stint on Broadway because there's a recognition that it's a different art form and a difficult art form, and much more difficult than taking multiple takes on a movie set. And if they're able to do that stint, they know for a fact they will come out of it having refined their craft a lot more, a better actor, and they have this badge to show that, oh, I've done a Broadway stint. Do you think in India there's a similar perception of theatre, or do you think it's still viewed as a stepping stone? Because you don't see that many, at least Hindi film actors, come back to theatre, even if they started off.
Yeah. It depends on where you are. I mean, in Manipur, theatre is not a stepping stone to cinema.
Okay.
And Manipur has potentially one of the greatest theatre cultures in the world. You have some of the best directors of the last century came from there. I think in Bengal, it is sort of 50-50, maybe. In Kerala, maybe 50-50. Kerala's theatre influences cinema and cinema influences theatre in a very big way. Kerala cinema is very interesting for that reason as well. I think where you find this kind of stepping stone business the most is in Bombay.
Right.
Because it is the film industry and people want to be seen and there are so many actors and, they want to do plays because they're also, there are just so many actors. So that is a good thing and hence you have audiences also and this. So it depends on where you are and what it is. I think in Punjab, theatre has its own place. India has so many different types of theatre in different places that Bombay's theatre is like one part of this whole thing. Its visibility is probably high, globally, because the visibility of those actors in film is high. Film as a medium, obviously, as a recorded medium, has greater visibility than a non-recorded medium. And hence it makes a certain kind of livelihood possible in cinema, which is not possible always in the theatre, especially for actors, right? They get paid, actors can get paid several times what they get paid for a run of shows for doing a 3-minute advertisement.
And that's never going to change, right? Because it's a scale issue.
It's a scale issue. It's a recorded versus this kind of thing. Unless, of course, you have places like Germany or Russia where theatre is considered to be a thing that is so vital to society that the government subsidy is massive. In Germany, if you see, theatre actors are theatre actors. You can have a completely reasonable life being a theatre actor in Germany because it's a job which is funded, you get housing, you get contracts of 5-6 years. And that's because in that society, they have reason to value theatre in the same way. I mean, in India, we have a strange relationship to culture. No? Like, see, everybody in South India, in sort of upper caste South India, will want their daughters to learn Bharatanatyam. For what? It's not some great love of art or anything, no? It's that the girls should know Bharatanatyam. It's like this kind of thing. That's the logic behind it. It's not that they are trying to inspire some sense of rasa or bhava or it's not like that.
Some extracurricular activity.
Some extracurricular, something good in the marriage market later on. The son knows some poetry, the daughter knows Bharatanatyam. This type of thing.
Only do it till it doesn't intrude upon your studies, and when it's time to get serious, stop
Correct.
it.
So that is there. But see, the Bharatanatyam industry, so to speak, which is people teaching Bharatanatyam at home, 10 girls come and learn Bharatanatyam, so on and so forth, is such a gendered industry for this reason. The number of Bharatanatyam dancers who are male are far less than female. Also because learning the art has really got nothing to do with learning the art. It's got to do with, your gender and marriage and this type of thing. So I think even in theater, in different states is different motivations to do things. I agree in the sense that I think Bombay's theater, it is very much a stepping stone. But also Maharashtra has very solid Marathi theater. Like really hardcore. Some of the greatest playwrights of our country have been from Maharashtra. Some of the greatest directors, actors. And now actually if you see in Bombay, I mean, I work in Bombay regularly. I work with a lot of actors from Bombay. There are so many shows. There is a boom, Every show is houseful. Every day there are 10 shows in Andheri, only in Andheri, forget anywhere else. And people are flocking to the theatre. I don't think we have had a show which has not been houseful in last 2 years. I don't think we've had a single show that is not houseful. Every time we have mounted a show, it has been houseful. So that's a huge thing. I don't think that is only because of people who want to make it to cinema. I think there is so much content right now which is recorded. Your Netflix and Amazon. And people are spending so much time online not being able to decide what to watch. The fact that there is a place where they can switch off from everything and just have real humans do something, tell them a story, is clearly becoming even more lucrative than it was 4 or 5 years ago.